Hello there, amazing viewers and subscribers, and welcome to a brand new exciting Doctor Who topic video for today. For this video, it is on Doctor Who Season 2, aka Season 41. So basically this is about my hopes for the upcoming Season 2, starring Ncuti Gatwa as the 15th Doctor, or as I would like to call it, Season 41. So basically for this season that we got upcoming, I kind of want to talk about basically my hopes and basically what I'm looking forward to. And basically, are we having some more godlike beings return to the show? So basically, since the 60th anniversary, we had the return of two main godlike beings. We had the return of Sutekh in the previous season, aka Season 1. And of course, we had the return of the Toymaker in the 60th anniversary special, known as the Giggle. And of course, we had Maestro, the child of the Toymaker. So for this video, I kind of want to talk about basically my hopes and basically what I would like to see from the next season of Doctor Who. So there's quite a few things I want to bring up. So really, like godlike beings. So if they're going to carry on with the godlike beings, there's quite a few god creatures that I would like to see return from Doctor Who. And basically this video has come out of in a topic on Facebook, because I was actually talking in a Doctor Who group, and we were talking about Doctor Who gods the Doctor has managed to fought against, not once, maybe a couple of times. And technically there are quite a few gods that still need to have a rematch with the Doctor. So basically I'm going to talk about some of the gods I would like to see return, and of course some of the recurring monsters and villains to return into Ncuti's second season. So the big thing is, at the moment, we don't know if Ncuti is going to get a Season 3, or as I like to call it, Season 42. We don't know if Ncuti Gatwa is going to get a third season in the role of the Doctor, because we don't know anything that's happening after basically Season 2, and of course the spin-off known as The War Between the Land and the Sea. So we don't know if Ncuti's going to get a third season. We don't know if he's going to regenerate next Christmas in 2025. So basically I kind of want to talk about my hopes for this season and basically what I'd like to see from the season. So basically from what I've read, we are going to have 8 episodes once again in this new season. So I was kind of hoping we'd go back up to like 10 or 13 episodes in the next season, but no, it looks like we're sticking to the main 8 that we had for the previous season. So Modern Who has really downgraded its episodes. I think the episode count has basically been going down since basically season 23, when that come back for 14 episodes in Trial of Time Lord. And of course the 14 episodes stick for seasons 24, 25 and 26 at that time. And then of course basically when the show came back, we had 13 episodes plus a Christmas special. And then of course in the Whittaker era went down to like 10 episodes plus a New Year's Day special. So we still had like 11 episodes apart from Flux, where we had like 6 episodes and 3 specials. So we still ended up having 9 episodes. Then of course in the previous season we only had 8 episodes. So the episodes seem to be going down per season. So this is basically what I would like to see in season 2 of Ncuti Gatwa, or as I like to call it, Doctor Who Season 41. So let's get into it. Gods beings. So godlike creatures. There are 2 gods I would like to see return to battle the Doctor. Now, with you doing all this stuff about gods and myths and legends, which is something I'm actually quite enjoying and has been diving in since the 60th anniversary, and I actually have quite enjoyed the return of the Toymaker and more recently the return of Sutekh. I know some people didn't quite like the return of Sutekh, but the fact Sutekh basically nearly beat the Doctor for one thing, but by spreading his gift of death, the whole dust, and destroying the whole universe, where the Doctor's been there every single time in time and space, until basically the Doctor kind of put him on a leash and took him through time in the time vortex. Sutekh kind of won. And there's some gods I'd like to see have a rematch against the Doctor. So god number 1, the Gods of Ragnarok. So the last time we saw the Gods of Ragnarok was basically when they were in control of the Psychic Circus and having people kidnapping beings and basically have them perform for themselves, like the alien werewolf creature, the Doctor, where he's literally doing the magic tricks until he basically gets the Gods of Ragnarok to basically destroy the Psychic Circus. I would like to see the Gods of Ragnarok to return and basically have another battle against the Doctor, considering that basically the Doctor destroyed their plans in the Psychic Circus, and basically I really think they should return for another battle with the Doctor. And then of course god number 2 let's see return is the Black Guardian. Now the Black Guardian was basically set up to be this big, massive Guardian type godlike creature in season 16, where basically the Doctor had to go and assemble the key to time to stop the Black Guardian from getting to it. And then, of course, the Doctor and the Black Guardian come face to face with the Doctor, kind of disintegrating the key to time back through time and space and separating all separate parts so they can't be found ever again. And then, of course, the Black Guardian in the Doctor's 5th incarnation in season 20 tried to kill the Doctor for basically when the Doctor stopped him from getting his hands on the key to time. So basically, the Black Guardian tried to hire Tarlo, who later became a companion to the 5th Doctor, to try and kill the Doctor. And of course, by basically giving him the gift of enlightenment, the Black Guardian kind of burst into flames. But as we all know, as long as the White Guardian still exists, so does the Black Guardian. And basically, it's been 41 years since basically the Black Guardian had a return in Doctor Who. So I think it's about time, 40 years later, it is time for a return for the Black Guardian. I would love to see him basically battle against the 15th Doctor in the next season. I actually am quite looking forward to it. So there's kind of like two godlike creatures I like to see return. The Gods of Ragnarok and, of course, the Black Guardian. So talking about, carry on with the plot threads, I want to know more about Mrs. Flood. Who is Mrs. Flood? What is the deal? Why is she breaking the fourth wall? What has she got planned for the Doctor? What is going on with her? I'd like to see a little bit more of that going on, because in the previous season, aka season 40, aka season 1, we only see her in literally like 3 episodes, well, 3 stories over 4 episodes, which is basically the church on Ruby Road. Then, of course, we had 73 Yards, where she returned for a scene. And then, of course, she had the big part to play in, as we all know, the Legend of Ruby Sunday. And, of course, the Empire of Death, where basically she's there talking to Cherry Sunday when basically Sutekh is coming back. And she knows the God of Death is coming and all that. And then, of course, she basically just break the fourth wall in the final episode, aka Empire of Death. So I would like to see more of her character. Hopefully she pops up in more episodes. I'd like to see what's going on with that character and stuff. And then, of course, returning villains. So I don't really think that a Doctor is a proper Doctor without battling against 2 of the main iconic villains. So villain number 1, I'd like to see return. The Daleks. I would like to see Ncuti Gatwa's Doctor come across the Daleks. Now, I always think if a Doctor comes across the Daleks, I actually am quite looking forward to it. So here is a brand new kind of Dalek imagery. I love the picture. Now, I got this off, believe it or not, off Google. So I don't know if this is actually a Dalek design that we are going to get later on, or if it's something from Big Finish. But I would like to see the return of the Daleks to battle against the 15th Doctor. And of course, the last time we saw a Dalek, or the Daleks technically, was in The Power of the Doctor in 2022. And then, of course, they had a cameo last year in, of course, Destination Skaro. This year, they kind of had a bit of a break. So I think the next season we should have a Dalek story and battle against the 15th Doctor. I quite want to have a Dalek return and, of course, battle against the 15th. I would love that. And, of course, imagine Ruby Sunday when she comes across a Dalek and the new companion, Verity, played by Verity. Imagine her reaction when she comes across the Doctor's most iconic, deadliest enemy. I would love that. I really would. And then villain number 2, let's see, return. Now, people say, please do not say the Master. Well, no, I'm not. I really want the Master to have more of a longer break. It's been overdone since series 8, aka season 34, because every single season since that season had the Master in it, apart from 2, which is, of course, season 37, aka series 11, and, of course, season 39, and that is, of course, Doctor Who Flux. Even though the Power of the Doctor is still part of the series 13 specials, so maybe, yeah, the Master has actually been in series 8, 9, 10, 12 and 13 technically, since basically the return of the Master back with Michelle Gomez's Missy. So I really want the Master to have a bit of a break. But the one thing I want to see is, if we can't get the Daleks, then the Cybermen. I want a proper Cyberman story. I want the Cybermen to be more menacing. So basically, the Cybermen have become more of a second fiddle to the Master in basically the later years of the Moffat era and basically the Chibnall era. So I kind of want the Cybermen to come back and be their own villain. No team up, no basically have to work for the Master. I want to see them basically become the main antagonist, make them more of the villain that we see in Classic Who. I want them to be back in their own classic ways, where they are literally trying to plot Earth's destruction for the Cyber War, or basically have them trying to find a new adoptive home planet. Considering that the Sixth Doctor was there when Teros got destroyed, well, the Cyber Base got destroyed in season 22. So I would like to see the return of Teros and the return of the Cybermen in our universe. Now, basically since the revival, we had parallel universe Cybermen. We had, I think we had the return of the Mondasian set. Yeah, we did have the return of the Mondasian Cybermen in series 10, aka season 36. So I do want the return of the main proper Cybermen. So gone is all the ones that we have from the modern era with all the fleshy new technology and stuff. I'd love to see the return of the Cybermen, basically humans that were converted into Cybermen and basically want to convert the entire universe. And I see more about this the Cyber War with the humans. I think that would be more interesting as well. And then of course the next thing I want to talk about, I would love to see two-parters. Now, we had the return of a two-parter back in season 1 with aka season 40. So I'd love to see maybe two-parters. Maybe the finale again is going to be a two-parter. Hopefully we get a two-parter in the middle, make it more interesting and make it more have a stone threat. And then of course the third thing, well, the next thing I want to talk about, I can't remember, I've literally written down so many things on my laptop. I'm trying to go by what I want to say, but I don't want to make it a very long video. So if you're going to have two companions in the TARDIS, it's okay. No more than two. They've tried it with 3 companions in the Whittaker era and it does not work. So I'm a little bit worried how it's going to work with 2 companions. So if you look at the back in RTD, in the RTD era, they did try it with 3 companions. And of course it kind of worked with Rose and Captain Jack. And of course Rose and Mickey. And of course Donna and Martha in little bits of series 4. I really think 2 companions are better than 3. We don't need another companion, so stick to 2. I really do. And of course, then the final thing I want to bring up quickly, have the build up to the finale last. Let the stake of the finale be so high for the next step, for the final part of the story you're trying to tell, instead of it literally falling flat on its face. Because the Empire of Death kind of does that. Because you have the Legend of Ruby Sunday, where it literally has all that build up with Sutekh coming back. And of course, you do have the little bit of that build up with basically Sutekh giving his god of death and the Doctor having to use the memory TARDIS to try and find how to stop Sutekh and all that. And of course, it's literally done in the last 10 to 15 minutes. I kind of want to have bigger stakes. Bigger stakes means more of a kind of tragedy for the Doctor. I would like to see that. No, when people are saying, oh, but we had the tragedy of the Doctor. We had the Doctor lose Gallifrey. We had the whole time. Yes, I know we had that. But the thing is, though, the one thing about Ncuti Gatwa's performance, he really reminds me so much of Patrick Troughton's Doctor. And I would like to see more of that. I would love to see more of the Doctor just seeing the universe. But I would love to see more of the consequences, basically. So like at the consequences, we had the return of Sutekh. I would love to see, basically, the Doctor coming across the Black Guardian, and the Black Guardian's there trying to kill him. I'd love to see the Doctor trying to become like the chess master Doctor we see for McCoy. Now, people say, oh, Ncuti Gatwa is more of a crying Doctor. Well, I can see why they're saying that, but if you look back at times the Doctor's cried, mainly in his 10th and 11th incarnations, people say, oh, the Doctor's crying, he's so much crying. Matt Smith's Doctor cried a lot. And of course, David Tennant's Doctor cried a lot when he said goodbye to Rose, when basically he had to wipe Donna's memory. And of course, basically when it came to him regenerating. And then of course, Matt Smith cried in quite a few episodes, like in The Angels Take Manhattan. And of course, yeah, basically in Angels Take Manhattan. And of course, the Name of the Doctor, where basically Clara has the coordinates to Trenzalore. I want to see more of a darker side to the 15th Doctor. Gunn is more of this hypergenic Doctor we see a little bit in the 2nd Doctor. But I want to see that darker side of the Doctor to return. I want to see more of the manipulative side of the Doctor. I really think Ncuti Gatwa can actually pull it off. And I want to see the 15th Doctor have more of a darker edge, because I would love to see that. I would just want to see the 15th Doctor have more of a darker edge, not crying like 10 or 11. I just really want more of that darker edge. Now, the last time we had a proper Dark Doctor was, of course, Peter Capaldi's 12th Doctor. So I don't want much like a proper dark, angry Doctor. Now, I just want to have a scene like the McCoy era had, where you have the Doctor being more like a chess master. That is technically what I want, a more of a chess master version of a modern Doctor, and I really think Ncuti Gatwa could pull it off. So that's basically my hopes for Doctor Who Season 2, or as I like to call it, Season 41. Let me know in the comments, what are your hopes? Please do like, subscribe and share, and join me for awesome Doctor Who content. Thank you for being magnificent viewers and subscribers, and thank you for being absolutely amazing.